You know, twins, everyone thinks we're all the same. We do everything the same. We act the same. We feel the same.
But a lot of people don't know. Just because we share the same faces does not mean we share the same characteristics or same views.
For instance, he says he's the older brother, and growing up, I always have to hear this jibber jabber of I'm the oldest. I have every say in what I do or what I say. So like growing up, I was a kid who always had to fight for what he deserved, fight for his respect, fight for the recognition of being great.
That's what it was. I think that's what it really was recognition, because I didn't really put that elderly role. It was given to me because my parents instilled that, oh, you need to look out for Dozie and Ozadi, you need to take care of the family, you need to do this and that. And so I'm guessing, for my brother's sake, that he was living under a shadow when it should have never been like that. He thinks that we're equal. In a way, we are equal, but he always felt the need that, oh, I need to do this in order to break away from Mandy's shadow. And it wasn't, I didn't put that shadow on him. I didn't want to be the guy, but everyone, a lot of people, they want to compare. Oh, Mandy can do this, why can't Dozie do that? Dozie can do this, why can't Mandy do that? Like, people always
like, for instance,
divided.
For instance, growing up, Mandy was good at everything. Sports, school, he was a good child. Me, I was always the child who asked, why should I do this? Why should I do that? You know, I always wanted to color outside the lines, if you may will. So, yeah, my brother was good at certain stuff, but growing up, I had to find my niche. And for me, I felt like my niche was in the arts program. I was always the creative type, no matter if it was singing, dancing, or even style, you know. There are certain things that people want to trace or highlight to make us different, but at the end of the day, ironically, we are the same. Like I said before, like growing up, I had to find my own niche. There are certain things that we have in common, yeah, we enjoy doing, but I like to do my stuff that he doesn't necessarily like doing. Like for instance, I sing a lot. Like he may think I'm not the greatest singer in the world, and I may disagree with him from time to time, but I feel like I can sing. You know, I sing, I like singing, I like doing the whole fashion thing. I like keeping up with fashion for some reason. And for him, he thinks it's a waste of time.
I don't think it's a waste of time. I just feel like you could spend time doing a lot of things. Like, we do share some interests. Don't think that we're two polar opposites. We both love sports. We both dance.
Yeah, you haven't never heard of the dancing football twins, huh?
Yeah.
Only on Dancing with the Stars.
Ironic little story. We were offered a dancing contract at the age of 9.
Yeah.
But we had to decline because my parents didn't think it was a healthy lifestyle for kids growing up to live in. Yeah. And after that, we picked up sports. I don't know why my parents would think that, but I feel like my parents were looking out after us because it's always been education that would lead to success, because my dad was a semi-pro soccer player for a Nigerian club sport team at the age of 9. And so he went out and played that sport, and my grandfather always instilled in him education will lead to higher success. So when he came to America, all he had was education, and look at him now. You know, he has his own business, head manager for American Airlines, and he's provided for us. And so I felt that the reason why they stopped us from dancing was for that same reason. Like,
you know, it's funny though. I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. Okay, we didn't get the whole dancing thing, but we moved to Texas. We tried a sport that we never thought we would ever do in a million years, football. We were great at it.
I didn't even know the rules of football. Never watched the game, didn't know players. I was a soccer guy at heart. I felt like I was destined to play soccer forever, because my dad taught me everything he knew. But when we came to Texas, football is everything down there. And so The football coach approached my brother and I, and he's like, you guys have got the build of a football player. Just come out to a game, play, and see if you like it.
At first, it was kind of rocky because, you know, it's a brand new sport. You're not really acclimated with the rules, the skill set, the mentality. There were actually times where I cried during practice. But, like, what I'm getting to is we eventually got through it, both of us. We kept pushing each other. We kept motivating each other, supporting each other. And we made it to the point where we actually got a scholarship.
Surprisingly, though, you're jumping ahead a little bit. We started playing football in middle school, 7th grade year. Didn't know anything about the sport, like I said before. But we quickly found out that we were actually pretty good at the sport. I remember the first time I ever played football was I was running back for Indian Springs Middle School in Keller, Texas. And they gave me pitch toss to the right. I remember this play like it's in the back of my mind.
Of course,
39
days.
right toss. They pitched the ball to me. I grabbed the ball and ran for dear life. First play ever of my my football career. Got a 45-yard touchdown. And I figured out ever since then I can make this sport a living. And it's helped me gain a free education here at Fordham University.
Which I was getting to, but he rudely interjected.
And it helped me become a humble person because football, you learn a lot of skill sets. You learn to be humble, you learn to be responsible of your actions and other people's actions. You learn to be a team player, also a team leader. There are a lot of things that you learn, and like I feel like without football, I wouldn't be the guy that I am today because it helped mold my character. So,
like ironically, we passed up dancing for football. Football got us the education my dad always harped on us getting, you know.
So in a way, everything happens for a reason.
For a reason.